Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey guys, all my spiritual baddies out there. How you doing today? This is April with the Phoenix Collective, a group of like-minded individuals fearlessly going within to discover who they are and reach the highest vibration of authenticity. Happy Friday. It's a windy one out here, but still beautiful nonetheless. And yeah, coming to you today with a love reading. Okay, matters of the heart. Yeah, so kind of been making my own deck here, and I'm going to experiment with that with you today. Okay, so let's see how it goes. All right, let's begin. So the first card that I pulled was, or is, sorry, getting myself together here, the Chariot. Okay, and the Chariot's a 7 energy. That's personal growth, planning, assessing. The Chariot's all about inspired action and momentum forward. So in any kind of relationship, that's a good thing, right? You want to be moving forward and you don't want to go backwards, that's for sure. But with this card, when it appears in a love reading, it's just asking, are you moving too fast? Okay, so the Chariot is the vessel that is kind of the protective vessel. It's at the driver's seat is always the Emperor, and the Emperor embodies that balanced male energy, the masculine energy, all right, which is fair and authoritative, but very much in his power, with the ability to use that inspired action appropriately. He knows when to act and when to use his stoicism or when to delegate. So he doesn't overexert his energy. He's very much in his power and present in the present. It's that very much that balance. It's the balanced masculine energy. Okay, it's really where it's the culmination of all of the kings in one. So he's got the fire, he's got the air, he's got the water and earth, all balanced within him. And yeah, so that's a good person to have at the driver's seat, right? But and it's intuitive movement forward, right? So that's that ability to use your intuition, right? To know thy energy and know thyself. And the Chariot is just a protective vessel for that. So this card in a relationship reading is asking you, is it necessary to slow down? Are you moving too fast? Are you in your body? Are you balanced? Okay. Creating a solid foundation and establishing any plans before taking this relationship on to the next level. All right. So what I'm channeling intuitively. Okay. Very much getting back in my energy here. I stepped outside of it for a minute. Okay. So Spirit's saying here is that in any relationship, you need to come into it as a balanced person with full truth and honesty. Okay? If you are not in a relationship that has where you feel safe to speak your fears and be supported in those fears, then it can't be healthy, because that will lower thy vibration. All right. So I want you to think about this and ask yourself, those of you in the collective, who this reading is for, and don't force this message to fit. I always say that this is a general reading, so pick up what fits you in this situation and leave the rest. Now, as the collective gets larger, I keep mentioning this, that the messages become more generalized because I'm reading for a larger population. Okay, so not all of the messages will be for just you. Some of them will be more personalized and very specific. So just, if it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. But if it makes you feel a certain kind of way, stop and analyze that, all right? Or just listen to some cool advice. All right. Um, but if you are not in a place of being supported in those spheres, and if your partner is reactive to that, or doesn't support that or trust, and maybe you need to take a step back and think about where you're at and where they're at, and are you on even playing fields? You shouldn't, if your partner is causing you to dim your light to come to his level or her level, then there's an imbalance there. And we need to not step outside of your own energy. Keep it uplifted, okay? And maybe take a step back. They'll come back when they've met you at that level, or else you move on, all right? But this is all about forward momentum. It's the Chariot, all right? Now, clarifying on that card, I pulled the Four of Swords. My pictures are whatever. They're just what were channeled to me. Anyway, is a reset and introspective. So very much what I'm saying. Yay, Spirit. I love it when they confirm. Let's see, structure and stability. All right. And it says, taking a break from dating or stepping back from a relationship can do wonders to bring you closer. In fact, you may find that you need some time alone to evaluate your priorities and focus on yourself before diving back into the world of love. All right? Very much confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Nothing else needs to be said on that. All right. Those are the past cards, okay? So this is what we're coming off of, okay? So the relationship that I am channeling has come off of that, has come off of a period where a break was necessary and introspection was necessary, where each party involved, both parties, needed to get in check with themselves, all right, and evaluate if they were moving forward in fear or if they were moving forward in a space of positive co-creation, okay? Because we are co-creating this reality together when you have a partner. It's no longer just you, all right? And divine unions need to be moved forward with spirit and in a healthy way, all right? So let's move into the present time. All right. In the present time, I see a whole lot more of the same. Okay. The first card that I pulled was the Devil. Okay, which is a 6 energy. Now, the 6th card in the tarot deck is the Lovers. Thank you, confirmation from Spirit. So we have that 6 Lovers energy. Now, the Lovers are the Emperor and the Empress. Okay. And now we talked a little bit about the Emperor and what he embodied, and the Empress is the opposite of that. Okay, so this is showing they're just the same sides of the same coin. All right, the light and the dark, and the assimilation of those characteristics. Now the Emperor, much like her counterpart, the Emperor, is a whole healed person. She embodies her shadow and her lights, and she very much is in tune with all the elements as well, and can move forward fully embracing and acting with inspired action as well, in her feminine energy. Now that feminine energy is the nurturer. She's not combative. She is not controlling. She's not a bitch, okay? She's stoic as well. She knows when to react and how to react. She's very much in that feminine energy. Now, any relationship needs to have masculine energy and feminine energy, okay? When a female or the female energy in the relationship, male, female, male, female, female, however that looks, but there's going to be that duality on all relationships. There's going to be one that has masculine energy, one that has female energy. That's just how it goes, but it doesn't matter the vessel that carries that, okay? That female energy just needs to stay in her feminine energy. When a female steps outside of herself into her masculine energy, now there's a time and place for that. Okay, we do definitely, you know, if we don't have a male, we need to know when to protect ourselves and how to protect ourselves. We need to be able to stand in a leadership role, but we can do that very much still in our feminine energy. All right, when conflict arises and females step into a masculine energy to confront that, then we have masculine energy. And do you know what that causes? Fight. Okay? So nothing can be resolved from two masculine energies coming together like that. A female has to stay in her nurturing, understanding, and very receptive energy, and needs to know how to move forward with full trust in her partner. All right. Now, if the feminine can't trust her partner, she has to step into her male energy. And that does not make a relationship. My vape's way over here. Sorry. Um, So the Devil card has that Emperor and Empress. They are chained to him in this picture, okay? In the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, okay? So this card says it warns of the presence of an unhealthy or toxic relationship. Perhaps one that involves choosing lust over love, codependency, or a controlling partner. Now, I'm picking up on some spiciness, okay, in this relationship. There's no lack of like feelings of passion, and there's no there's some control, but that control is only when the other one feels out of control, which can create a codependency. Okay, both partners. Okay, so we talk a lot about shadow work. Okay, and let me read this other card that I pulled to clarify it, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about this codependency. Okay, but the clarifying card that I pulled very much speaks on this. Okay, so I mean, you guys, we got a lot of major arcana cards pulled today. All right, so first we have that Chariot. Now we have the Devil, and we have the Magician. Okay, there's the Magician. This is that 8 energy. The Magician is the 1, which is self, individual. It's Mercury, so it's all about communication and messages. All right, which is very important. Muy importante. That's how good my Spanish is. Like, I don't even really know how to say that, but that's what muy importante. Very important, I think. Anyway, highlighting the importance of communication and messages and being able to receive messages from spirit to move forward in a way that helps you positively. Magician's all about creation, right? Taking the balance, right? Do you see that? That's an 8, but that's the balance, right? It's balanced in all directions with all the elements, which is the same as the Emperor and the Empress, right? So I'm seeing that we have 2 people that are very much in their Emperor and Empress energy, or getting there, okay? Sorry, I don't know how I just lost my weight. That's freaking crazy. One second, I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. It was under the Devil. Very fitting. Okay. So the Magician gives us a little bit of positiveness here, okay? Magician says that you are at a place, you are in that Empress energy, okay? The female counterpart, which in any kind of divine union. If you want to know more about the divine union, you can go back into my videos and look at the divine union. There's part 1 and part 2, and it really kind of talks in general about the process of a healthy divine union. But it always starts with the female, that Empress energy, stepping fully into her divinity and and spiritualist, and she steps into that spiritual awakening first. Okay, and if her partner, when he meets his divine counterpart, he will be inspired to better himself. Okay, but usually it becomes a shit show first. All right, I'm telling you, this is how it goes. Because until we touch the crown, right? Gonna bless this crown. Hey, Spirit had me listen to that song right before I started this reading. I was activating my prana and I was connecting in. I had a great meditation today out here. And yeah, and then Spirit asked me to listen to that song. Okay, and it's called Better Together by Satang. We're gonna make it better by making it together. We're gonna make it better by making it together, I know. Let the Spirit come down with this love abound. Gonna bless this crown. Okay, so as light workers, our crown through that awakening becomes really bright, super bright. And as I've kind of explained to you that when your light shines bright, wow, that was kind of crazy. You looked for a minute like my crown was ablaze. Anyway, maybe that was just me. What was I saying? Oh, right. As we go through the dark night of the soul and we grasp the meaning, all right, we start to come into that spiritual awakening where we hit the 4D and we start realizing that things are not as they appear. Okay, we start seeing that there's more to this world than what we can see. All right, and then we step into that 5D energy, into our spiritual awakening, and realizing that law of oneness, and that we are connected, right? That by healing thyself, we are healing those around us. Okay, and the same thing in a divine union. The female comes into that, and through her spiritual awakening, she heals her counterpart. Okay, and brings him into a place of being able to heal himself. Okay, and then he steps into that role of the emperor as the divine masculine. It's to say divine masculine and sacred feminine is really what it is, but we've got divine and divine interchangeably. It doesn't matter. He steps into that mode of wanting to protect and provide and to lead. Okay, lead in a way that is very healthy, right? With that inspired action and stoicism and knowing when to react and how to react, very much in his spiritual self. And because of that, she can fully trust to follow. Okay, but without that, we get a power struggle, okay, of a female that will step back into that masculine energy, and that just doesn't work. Hey, it doesn't. All right, not in a divine union. Okay, so I see that we still have partners that are working through this. Okay, a female that is still not fully trusting, and a masculine energy that is not fully integrated all of the shadows yet. Okay, that is still working through that process. So with the magician and the devil, very much this masculine energy is still connected to that 3D plane, and on that 3D timeline, connected into that 4D, still needing to be pulled over into the 5D. All right, so we're working there, and with that, if the masculine doubts himself at all, if he can't come forward in full confidence, the feminine energy is not going to be able to trust. All right, and she'll sense it. She'll sense the questioning. So yeah. Anyway, gonna bless this crown. Let the spirit come down. Because the masculine needs to protect that light. She, in order to heal and be on purpose, the feminine energy needs her counterpart that she brings in to protect that light so that it can shine bright. Not let other people manipulate it, or take advantage of it. Okay. And with that devil, with this devil energy still active, we might not be in active addiction, but an active addiction, but still have those behaviors if they're not attended to or recognized yet. Okay, like all the shadows are coming up. The female at this point has learned how to self-regulate her anxiety because she's fully in trust to her intuition. So she understands that she can transmute that energy when she feels it and recognize it for what it is. Is it somebody else's? I've been getting that a lot lately. Hey, not sleeping again, hardly, because I'm not being able to identify the feelings around me, and Spirit's really pushing me to, like, I was up all night making cards, okay, because Spirit was telling me to do this love reading and make a love deck. So I did. All right. My pizza. I will find another one. And I was very much inspired to make this deck because I needed that anxiety to go away. Okay. I prayed on it and prayed on it. It's still there a little bit today. Whew. But I'm recognizing that it is of the collective, not mine. Through my meditation today, I was able to have Gaia take that from me, and I think it's gone now. Anyway, let's keep going. Onwards and upwards. So let's look at what the future has in store here, okay, folks? So just know, collective, that you have that ability to manifest and create the relationship of your desires. But right now, Spirit's asking you to take a moment and step aside from it. Focus on self and self-healing. The feminine needs to remain in that spiritual awakening and move forward with that, and step aside from that masculine, okay? So the female is, how do you say this? A feminine energy does not chase, it attracts. And the masculine energy, if so inspired, will come, females are negatively charged and males are positively charged. So a female in her true sacred feminine energy will not chase, she will attract. Okay, so when he is ready, he will come to you. But if you come after him, because we're through that, dark night of the soul, and we've learned so much, and you just want to pounce and say, because you own the skills to heal that, and so you just want to be like a cat, pouncing on it and telling him what he's got to do. But that's a very masculine energy. So you need to step aside and allow him to come into that for himself. And when he's ready, he will come. All right? Do not chase that. Attract that. So this partner, this divine counterpart, you will find out if he is or isn't your counterpart by his ability to come at you in that positive masculine energy. All right? So sit back. There's nothing you need to do. But to maybe stop sounding. Okay, that's my advice. Fuck, I just lost my cards. I gotta go. I'm back. Hey. So right before I was about to hit I'm distracted. Right before I'm channeling some weird stuff here. Okay, so right before I hit play, I saw a feather come from the sky and fall down gently into this pond here. All right, very much the Phoenix energy here. All right, that was a devil card that just flew away, like chasing it, just when I got to it, it flew away again. And I noticed I'm very distracted, okay? In this reading, and for some reason, that's the devil, okay? And I know that. All right, the devil doesn't, that spirit of addictions and sabotage and conflict, fear, shit. Jesus Christ. I'm a hot mess right now. Okay, now I'll just laugh. How many more distractions can we have? All right, so that Phoenix energy is that was a reminder to the sacred feminine here that she is very much in her Phoenix energy. All right. And the Phoenix energy is one of being able to take anything negative and come out of it, not just there, but better and stronger, more dignified, more stoic, more in her Sigma energy of being that sacred vessel for healing and change, and in her authenticity. All right, so we rise stronger and stronger. All right. I very much embody that Phoenix energy. It is my strongest archetype, hence the Phoenix Collective, and yours as well. We channel that energy every day, right? To not only step boldly, full force into adversity, but with a smile on our face going, hell yeah, what are we going to learn today? Okay? Anytime something makes me feel a certain kind of way, I get excited because I know that today's a day where I'm going to grow and become stronger. All right. I don't let my shadows scare me. That's a real ego death when you get there. Okay. Because that's that ego that makes you mask who you are and present in a way that's people pleasing and deceptive and not in your power. But I'm not afraid to boldly be my silly self, or my true self, like who I am. Okay? Very much a weirdo. But that's okay. It's okay. So anyway, chasing the devil who wants to distract us from our purpose. Okay. So if we are with a partner, whoa, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. There it is, right there. He was making me slow down, okay, so that I could channel this very important message that he just gave me right now. Is that a relationship that's not in its divine energy will very much just become a distraction from your purpose. Where all of your energy is in that codependent place, right? That devil energy of codependency, where you are trying to fix your partner, focus all on drama and that 3D bullshit, and distracting you from your higher purpose. All right. So as your partner is battling and going through his own dark night of the soul and entering that spiritual awakening, it's asking you to step aside in your feminine energy and keep pushing through. Okay. He will come around when he's healed. But in the meantime, don't let that. Nobody's going to break you down. Nobody's going to hold you down. No, I don't know. I know those aren't the lyrics. But whatever. You get the gist. Nobody's going to break my stride. Nobody's going to hold me down. No. I got to keep on moving. Still don't think that's the word. But anyway, let's see what the future holds. Okay, let's see what cards I got. Boom. 10 of Wands. All 10 of these babies. Bam. Okay. Fire. Passion. You want passion in a relationship. Fuck that if you don't have it, right? That's where that you can use that devil energy for good. when there's passion, right? That's when you experiment with power and control in the bedroom, right? To spice things up, right? And exploring in a way that is supportive and fun. Harnessing, that's where you want that fire. All right, so let's see what this card has to say. All right. Whew. So now the Ten of Wands is a little bit of overwhelm and burdens. Okay, now this is the future. All right, so if we're not attending to our shadows and we're not staying on path and working through our shit, or we're trying to stay in a codependent relationship, what's going to happen? It's going to get a little overwhelming, because you can't fix somebody else. You can only fix yourself. So if you're in a codependent place and you're not in that feminine energy of receptiveness, right? If you are attacking and trying to fix, then you're going to get, shit's going to hit. It's going to be a shitstorm real quick. All right. So taking on too many responsibilities may be leaving you with no personal downtime. Making time for healthy romance is good. And especially if you just got a lot of bullshit outside the relationship, how can you tend to that fire and that passion and that power and control of the bedroom? Right? But on the other hand, it can also mean that perhaps you are taking on all the responsibilities within this relationship. Okay, that's that energy I was talking about, when a female's not in that receptiveness. So you become worn out. A partner may be putting in too much responsibility and relying on you for emotional or financial support. Are things balanced? Look at your resources right now. Are you the only one giving? Are you paying all the bills every time you go out, yet you don't have the money? Are you handing over money when you don't have it and not getting anything in return? Is that reciprocated? All right? If it's not, then this might be a relationship that's not balanced. And the motives, you will question the motives of your partner. Are they really in this for you, or are they looking for something else? Or because that's a clear indicator of that. That's a selfish energy. Okay? It's not balanced. That's not emperor and empress. That is just empress, and that's page energy. You don't want a page. You want the emperor. You want the kings. King, baby! Okay? Let's clarify this. 5 of Wands. So we got more passion. Hey, there's fire here. I mean, there's definitely some, at least, lust. So that makes him Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right. Okay? Competition, rivalry, conflict. All right? That 5 energy I always call the learning the hard way energy, okay? And that's when you're not listening to you're not in your divine energy, and you're not listening to spirit. So when you're not in your intuition, and you're not in your energy, and you're not listening to what comes and goes in it, you become it, you become your feelings and all that, and like bleh, very much out of whack, then spirit's like, I got to do this for you. Don't make me do this for you. If I do this for you, you ain't gonna like it. Tower. Okay, that's a faulty foundation, and he'll bring it down. Bring it down, baby. He'll bring it down for you if you don't do it yourself. All right? All right, so you may feel inclined to date multiple people before committing to an exclusive relationship. However, this card may also indicate you're feeling overwhelmed by relationship drama or the opinions of others about your love life. Ask yourself what you're looking for from a relationship so you can cut out anything interfering with your desired outcome. So this very much is and a feminine's going to feel this way if she's in her full spiritual awakening in her divine energy, and her partner isn't. So I'm asking you to pause, step back, and allow him that opportunity to step fully into his spiritual awakening and integrate his shadows and do your thing. I mean, you might want to see other people during this time. You might find that he is just Mr. Right now, not Mr. Right. But you may also feel, because if God gives you somebody else that is at that time, that's what's meant for you. And this relationship could be blocking you from receiving that and that coming in. All right, if somebody's pulling you off your path and off your divine energy, then you're going to get stuck on a different timeline. But if you remain stable in this, then you can let something that's for you come in, or allow your masculine to fully integrate his shadows. Now, this takes trust in the divine, and I'm thinking that's where this relationship should be. That no labels should be placed, no expectations put on one another, until both parties are healed, and just trust that Spirit's going to give you what you need. If somebody else comes in during this time, that's, you know what I mean, where it's at. It's, if not, you know, giving it up fully to God and allowing Him to be in control is a very liberating thing. But remember to stay in your divine energy, okay? Now, there's always the tattletale card, right? That's the bottom of the deck energy, that subconscious, what's hidden. And I pulled the King of Wands. Lots of fire going on here, guys. All right, so remember, I talked to you about the King of Wands is power and authority. Fire and fire. It's a double dose of fire, okay? Because the Suit of Wands is fire, yet the King energy of the King of Wands is also fire. He's of passion, action, and leadership with that double dose of for that passionate role. So, I mean, this is coming in hot and heavy. That King of Wands energy is very charismatic. He can charm the fucking pants off you. Yeah, he's got some power there. Now, is he using that for the light or the dark? That's what the question is. And I think that question might be on both sides. Are they manipulating and very much like looking for personal gain in this relationship? Are they seeing you in your full divinity and that abundant nature of attracting all this beautiful things because you fully embraced who you are and integrated those shadows? Are they just wanting to dipstick that off you and not actually have to put in the work themselves? Step back and let time. Is it balanced? Are you giving too much? Are you receiving? Okay. Are your needs being met by other people and not your partner? A true partner will want to meet your needs, fix your problems. He'll make your problems his, okay? Because that's love, all right? But if he's not there, he can't do that, all right? And that's shitty. Don't be fixing all his problems if he can't fix yours, all right? A female shouldn't have to be in that role. The way I look at it is, I'm going to be calling around when I got a problem that I need a man to solve. And the one that keeps on showing up every time, he's probably the one you're going to pick, right? The one that can't is just going to end up phasing out. So, yeah, I don't know. Think about that. Anyway, with love and light, my friends, I'm asking you to, in matters of the heart, to trust the divine process and give it up to God. Stay true in your path and your purpose. Okay? Balanced and centered. Check in with Spirit each day and give that up to the divine. There's nothing you got to do, baby. You got this shit. Anyway, it's I got to get up to work and grab some paperwork, and then it's Friday, so might be a fishing day. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, it might just be a nap time. But it's a beautiful day, so I'm gonna go for a little go on a little adventure here on foot, and my bike is broken again. But the doctor's coming at 6, so I don't know. The downfall of an electric bike. As always, if you'd like a personal and private reading from me, you may hit me up at mydualityreality@gmail.com, and we can get that going for you. And I'm here for you on this journey with love and light, and I'm proud of all of you, and of where you are, and just your ability to acknowledge source and that Phoenix energy and battle it out each day, being true to yourself and ascending above all the bullshit. Namaste. All right, my spiritual baddies, be gentle with yourself, but be gentler to those around you. We are all suffering this human condition together. Okay, we're on different places of it. No judgment. Okay, the love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Don't get lost in the dark. We all have a light within us, okay? And sometimes we just need a pull from our friends, and that takes a real place of unconditional love and passion for our fellows, because we are all